Yo guys, what's going on? It's Savage here, and today I'm in the practice mode because I have a tip video and I feel like this is finally tip worthy. Now, honestly, tip videos help me grow so much. They help me interact with the community. They help me, develop other players, teach them how to be good, and that's what I like. I like when everybody can, kind of play at a higher level, and it's been a minute since I found something that I consider tip worthy. Now, you guys know I have my ebooks on the channel. If you guys didn't know that, you can go check them out on the channel. There's a video for them and a Google Doc, and those are some of the best videos on my channel. But today, I'm going to be showing you a one-play base defense that you can kind of not overuse, but you can use it, I'd say, 55% of the time. You don't want to kind of, spam it every single play because there are ways around it. But if you use this strategically in most coverage situations and it's even decent against the run, you should be perfectly fine. And there's a lot of variations to this defense, which is what I really love about it. I love having one defense that I can audible a million different ways and make it look different even though it's the same, if you know what I mean. But guys, this is a tip video. I asked for likes in the beginning for tip videos because I know they're going to help you all out. So let's hit 75 likes today on this video. Smash that like button right now as we are now going hop into this tip. So now this is the defense that I've been running in a minute. It's literally in the Buffalo Bills defense like my ebook, but it's not in the ebook because I just found out about this. It's big dime 2-3-6, cover 3 sky. And I'm going to be showing you, like I said, different variations of it, going up against the 4 verticals. So the first thing I do is I base align, and then I crash to the opposite side of the running back. So in this case, he's on the left, I'll crash to the right. I don't know why I do that. It's just a force of habit. It's just because I know that a run could happen to the right, and that's kind of, it's just, okay, left to right, crash to the right. You're going to obviously force more gap control. Then what I do is I look at what the formation is. All right, so they got 3 guys over there. Could be verticals, could be a screen, could be a PA wheel shot to R1. For the most part, I'm going to man up the purple zone that's up at the top. I'm going to man him up to the person in the seam. And for this case, the slot receiver, which is R1, Marcus Wheaton right here. So I'm going to man him up. The reason that is because I'm going to be using this guy right here. So if it's a run, I'm going to obviously crash the gap. And if it's a pass, I'm going to if it's verticals, I'm going to be either going after Ladarius Green coming up here because I know R1's occupied and I know Circle's occupied by Peters out there. And then I know that in verticals, sometimes the running back will run it up and out, up and in, or just block the whole entire time. So from the time the ball is snapped, I'm on X, and then I'm just going to bait right back down. So now, if your D-line is good enough, because it obviously takes all 11 people to win games. If your D-line is good enough, you could get that pressure if your user's good enough and stuff. I'm going to more or less use the tight end on this play. So now look, I'm on the tight end, and then I'm going to swing back down. So if your team is good enough, you will be able to get manageable pressure, which will then pretty much make it, you're blanketing the field, the pressure's going to get there, it's going to result in a forced pass that could lead to an interception, a sack fumble, or just he's going to have to force it away out of bounds and just pass it away, and that's a waste of a down. So there's a lot you can do with that. But there's also even more you can do with that, and I'm going to show you now. We're going to go choose a new play, and I'm going to go show you how you can do this against bunch formations and stuff. So we're going back, big dime, 2-3-6, cover 3 sky. And I'm going to show this against a bunch. Now, this is, in my opinion, bunch formations are the best formations on offense. I have a whole entire ebook pretty much dedicated to just this formation. And the reason why it's so effective is because there's just a lot you can do with it. You can have multiple checkdowns and deep routes. So you can kind of just dink and dunk your way down the field, one play down the field, etc., etc. So right here, we're going to be overviewing Z-Spot. So the best thing about Z-Spot is you have a flat. You can audible square to a drag and have 2 checkdowns, X's running a post, and circles going deep. So that gives your opponent a lot of options right here. So what I do is I always run them on a drag because I like to have 2 checkdowns. I'm the checkdown king. That's what I call myself. I like to do that, and normally I'll block my running back. So in this situation right here, my read that I want is X. The reason I want X is because X is going to run that post, so I need to make sure that the flats are covered and circle floods the seam and takes away the deep blue so X gets open. But for this formation right here, the curl to flat actually covers the post route, so when I hike the ball, he's not going to go down to R1. That's going to be our job using this guy. So as soon as the ball's hiked, he's going to be playing, look, X is cut, and then we get the instant pressure just like that. I'm going to show you that one more time if you missed it. So we're going to block that. We're going to block the running back. We're going to streak circle, drag square, just like that. And now watch as the ball's hiked, the purple up there is going to play at that post. and we are going to go down low and use our R1 in the flat so that we can cover everything, and now we can kind of just play a little bit of everywhere, and it doesn't even matter because either way, doesn't matter what route he wants to throw. If he wants to throw it to that drag coming across the middle, he's going to get popped because even though we're using our flats, we're going to meet him halfway. Boom, right in there. It might be a game for 2 yards. We might force a fumble. You never know. Now, another thing that I really like about this is it's really, really good against the deep ball. What if you're like, oh, Sab, well, okay, he comes out in this formation. What if he's running verticals or something? Well, this is how I normally run my verticals out of this formation. So what you want to do, same thing. You want to base a line. You want to crash to the opposite side of the running back. And then what you're going to want to do is you just want to leave him right there. You want to leave him right there. But if you see the motion in the beginning, this actually kills this defense. This is the weakness of the defense. If he starts doing that, what you want to do is you want to manually move this player down here and put him in a hard flat over here. That's what you want to do so that when he does pull that motion out, he's going to be there. Just that split second is going to throw off his pre-snap read because normally that's a pre-snap read for people. And the best thing to kill a pre-snap read is to predict the pre-snap read. And if you can predict the pre-snap read, there's going to be no read because then he's going to be forced to either throw it at your user or he's not going to have enough routes left over because normally most pre-snap read plays, you only have that one read, not too many checkdowns. So if you let him get away with it once or twice and then surprise and you get him, then when he motions him out here and he goes out, oh, my bad, I moved Bell over. When he motions this receiver out here, watch what happens off the hike. He's going to go right for him, and now he's going to play that just for that amount of time. Just that amount of time is all you need to be successful because then you're going to be user in other routes. You're going to be able to cheat a little bit, but if he doesn't, say he's not that advanced, say he doesn't know, like, okay, that's how you make a pre-snap read like that, you just leave it normal. It won't affect you. You can actually just go user outside on the bunch. If he were to throw it right there, you know your cornerback's going to be able to jump that. The only reason that moving him out is so effective is because it puts him in a part of the field where there's like a dead man zone. There's no zone on that defense. But for the most part, this is how you can beat very, very basic plays and very, very like a lot of money plays are actually very easy to stop in this formation. And the reason that the reason you're able to stop them is because it gives you so many different variations of zones, but so many different things you can do it. Like for verticals, you can man that guy up on the seam. If he starts motioning him out, which is a common thing in bunch formations, if he starts to motion him out, bring that guy down, put him in a hard flat, completely locks it up. Because they're just going to be looking for those easy little things that you can do. Got a good enough user across the middle, you'll be able to lock up 2, 3. You'll be able to lock up to 2 routes, 3 routes. It's crazy what you can do. And you can also play the check down if the running back comes out of the backfield because there's just so much you can do with this. You got a purple over there. You can put him in a hard flat if you think he's going to throw a swing to the running back. You can leave him up here in that purple and you can play in the flats down here. And then if you see him coming across the middle, you just run right back. You bait him into it. It's very, very simple. It's a very, very great defense. Very good against the run as well. I 100% would recommend putting this into your scheme. Don't rely on it as a heavy scheme, but this can be used as a base defense for most schemes. I hope this does help you. If it did, like I said, leave a thumbs up, comment down below, and as always, subscribe if you're new as we are approaching 10,000 subscribers. Hope this does help you out. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and as always,